hoje, ter todos uma ótima segunda-feira e uma semana azul. Até breve.
I've just landed in São Paulo and I've got a month here that I'm staying. I'm feeling a little bit sick, so I'm just going to keep this video real simple. Just going to go over a couple plans and thoughts I have. So, by the way, time of recording is Jan 5th, and I've just left Rio, so I've just flown in from Rio to São Paulo. I'm very excited for 2026. I don't know, I can't remember the last time I felt this excited. There's just a lot of things that I'd like to do, and I've got a decent plan and I'm excited about it, and I think it makes sense. I'm going to be starting short form this year. So I'm going to start posting short form content. Specifically, actually, I'm going to start by just using it to answer people's questions because there's a lot of comments that I get and I love answering those. But I make those as videos. These videos I record every single day and then they go up usually about 3 weeks later. So about 20 days buffer. The main reason for this buffer is number one, for practical reasons. So I started always having a buffer because if I'm talking about investors or employees, like having that go out in real time can, be not super helpful. And number two, just because it gives an editing window as well. So I have a video editor and obviously she needs time to edit stuff too. And it's just makes the operation run smoother. I would love a platform to be able to communicate a little bit closer to real time. In general, I like long form. Sometimes I'm a little bit unstructured with it and that's not great, but I do really like long form because I think I get to go more in depth on stuff. And I think those videos can be a lot more valuable than just some 60-second thing where I have to fight with a hook for somebody's attention. It's not like I don't have a crazy big audience. I'm not trying to maximize that. I think I just would like to be able to provide videos where I can go in depth on stuff. But there are loads of little questions that people ask in the comments, and those are awesome to reply to. So I'm going to start doing that and then maybe clipping some of these videos and just putting those up there. Second to that, I used to do a little bit of coaching for people who also wanted to start agencies. I'm not some guy with the biggest agency in the world by any means, but it was really nice to help other people start their agency. Now, when I started doing the VC thing in San Francisco, I stopped doing that coaching because I wanted to put all my attention into this new venture that I was trying out. Unfortunately, it didn't go the way that I wanted, but I did realize that one of the things that makes me very excited was actually this ability to help other people with the business model that I learned over the past couple of years. And so I want to actually restart that, but not in the way that I did it before, but in a way that's more community focused. And the main reason for this is I think I personally derive a lot of value from community, and I would love to be able to create that for other people, especially people who are doing the same thing. And so I want to give that a try. It might not, work super well, but my logic here is everything that is scalable, I would love to continue giving for free. So that is basically videos that I can put out, templates, whatever. But, time with the community and time one-to-one and stuff like that is something that I think I enjoyed when I was doing that. And so I'm gonna try and restart that, but in this more community-friendly format. I have an idea, but when that goes live, I will speak more about it. I really want to do more in-person meetups and a little community event with 2-3 people, or I don't know. I really like the way Daniel Dahlin can pick up an Instagram story and just say, hey, let's go for a run. That is really, really cool. I don't have that kind of audience yet, but if you're in São Paulo, let me know. If you're in Singapore, let me know. There are some people who've already reached out and I've met a handful of people. That's been pretty cool. I'm not sure I'd be able to do it every single week or every month or anything like that, but just every once in a while, I think it's a pretty nice thing to be able to do. The other stuff I'm really excited about in 2026 is mainly just I have a plan for this agency, and I'm actually going to be figuring out that plan with some business brokers, basically, because I would like to exit this agency at some point, because there are some other business models I'm interested in pursuing and trying out. I kind of set this goal to make this agency work when I was 17, because I kept bouncing around different business models and I never made anything work. And I realized with Autosure that I didn't know what my end game really was. And so I think if I exit the agency for a good sum of money, I don't know exactly what that is going to look like yet, but my goal is to basically go full circle with it. And I think there's 2 missing pieces. Number one is more consistent lead generation. That is something that's super top of mind. I've made a bunch of videos talking recently about the way that I'm approaching this. And that's basically just doing more training. So basically just more volume in terms of hours spent on that. And then number 2 is basically exiting the business. And I think those 2 pieces, having done that, I would feel pretty happy. And I basically feel like I have at least gone full circle on this business. That does not mean I know everything about software agencies. There's definitely going to be agencies that are, 10 million a year, and I won't necessarily scale mine to 10 million a year, but it will be one business with which I've gone, full circle or close to it. So yeah, I'm excited to look into that. Realistically, this timeline to sell a business. I don't think my business is sellable right now. So I'm going to need to put stuff in place, and that's probably going to take me the better part of a year, if not more. But at least like I have, some line of sight down into kind of where I want to go. And I am also working on a new company. I talked about this in the video where I said I'm running this new experiment. It's Ghosn Travel eSIM. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll probably see me talking about it. But it's an eSIM for digital nomads, and it's with a co-founder, and I'm not going to let go of my main stuff this time because I saw how much that cost me. I am a little bit worried about the split focus, but as I said, it's an experiment. It might blow up in my face. It might not. I think if it works, it's really because I have a good co-founder, because I don't think leading two businesses at the same time makes sense. And if it doesn't work, then, well, then I've failed in public so that hopefully others don't have to. But I'm excited about that because it's a product I really enjoyed building. So that's been something that I've been enjoying too. And then just other than that, the amount of AI shit that's coming out is pretty cool. And the difference it makes on productivity is awesome. And I'm investing a lot in using new tools. So that's something that's been pretty fun. While I'm here in São Paulo, I'm basically just I've got some family here that I'm staying with. It's an aunt and uncle, basically. My uncle, he gets up pretty early, 5:30 a.m., 6 a.m., goes gym and goes to work. And he's got a little office because he runs, it's a 2-man accounting firm, local little thing. But I really like his routine, so I'm going to join him on that. And I'm just very happy to have this. Just spend some time here. I really like Brazil, man. It's a good time here. I enjoy it a lot. It's just a pity that, flights here are really inconvenient. Generally, they're expensive. They're long layovers, all kinds of shit. That's a pity, but I am going to make the most of the time that I'm here. So yeah, if you watch this video before February 4th, I'll still be in São Paulo. Let me know. Don't have too much else to update on, but that's, I guess, a rough draft on what the hell's going on. Thanks so much for watching if you made it this far. Be really impressed. Anyway, I'm going to go to sleep because I'm feeling a little bit sick, so I want to recover as fast as fucking possible because I don't want to be sick here. I really don't. I want to get to work, so yeah.